Local Development Bank, NDB, continues to positively impact local businesses and lives of many Botswana. The bank continues to be one of the most influential players in development financing in the country. In addition to a wide range of loans, including agriculture loans, manufacturing loans, commercial retail loans, and human capital development loans that the bank offers to registered companies and individuals, NDB has innovative development loans for its customers. One of the local businesses that got a commercial loan from this bank is the Mogul Group of Companies, which recently acquired the Oasis Motel located in Tlokweng. Managing Director Jodat Siddiqui works tirelessly to place this new acquisition at a pedestal, and he has high praises for NDB for walking the process with him.
In 2010, we took over Oasis Motel, and we approached NDB amongst various other banks to finance us for the purchase of Oasis Motel. NDB came through and they supported us for the purchase, and we ended up taking over the hotel in October 2010. We subsequently went back to NDB for some improvements that had to be taken place at Oasis. When we took over Oasis was in a dilapidated state. It was a rundown property. As a lot of you know who've been familiar with Botswana, Oasis has come through over the last 3-4 years, and the property has undergone some major renovation, and we are thankful to NDB for providing us with the funds.
Upon acquisition of this motel, new management decided to undergo a major construction facelift to reposition the business, a big task that they began still with the assistance of NDB.
The way Oasis was when we took over, it had lost a lot of its reputation and a lot of its spark from the old days. Practically everything was in such a state that it was very difficult to sell the property to the market. After having undergone the renovation, Oasis has come back to life, and it's now again one of the major players in Botswana in the hospitality industry. Our sales over the last 4 or 5 years has quadrupled as compared to when we took over, and that's just a testimonial of the vision that we brought in, and also the support that we got from NDB for enabling us to execute our vision in that regard.
The improvements included redoing the hotel facade, as well as internal modifications.
We've renovated the rooms completely. We've brought in new furniture, new curtains. We completely redid the toilets. We upgraded the kitchen. The kitchen equipment which was there was inadequate to handle the volumes that we do cater for at Oasis now. All the conference rooms had to be redone. The furniture in the conference rooms had to be redone. A lot of equipment had to be added to the laundry facilities because the laundry facilities were inadequate to handle the volumes that we have at the moment. We've added additional functions facilities which enable us to cater for the additional volumes that we've got at the moment. The renovations are ongoing. If you go to the back right now, we're redoing our bar. We are improving our restaurant even further. We are adding more conference facilities, which indicates that we are far from finished as far as our renovations are concerned.
The hotel has a total 112 rooms, comprising standard rooms, chalets, single rooms, and family rooms, which have all been facelifted for the discerning customer. And it must be said the hotel attracts customers both locally and from beyond borders. Every aspect of the hotel has gone some form of facelift, including conference rooms and bars, but most notable are the 3 hotel restaurants which are made special places for clients to relax and have a meal. A new addition is the new restaurant, which sits majestically on the back garden, hoping to offer customers nothing less than a peaceful atmosphere coupled with a service fit for kings. Paying special attention to detail and crossing every T, the hotel has invested even on rooms for people with disability. All of this, which would have been difficult without assistance from NDB.
This is one of the main structures that are facelifted in our hotel. We have catered a new range for disabled people, and that is one of the rooms that I'm in. As you can see, all this for them, handles for all of them, and the shower also fully equipped with everything they might need.
As the business continues on its quest to reposition itself, management is in constant consultation and closely monitors every step of the process. Talking about the loan application process, Siddiqui has confidence on NDB's way of doing things.
Look, we've had a very long track record with NDB. We're one of the regular customers now with NDB. The NDB management knows us very well. We know the NDB management very well. Obviously, if some new party comes, NDB will have to do that additional bit of investigation before getting engaged with the new party. However, we found NDB to be very polite, very willing to listen to customers' problems, not only when we are starting off with a project, but subsequently also when after a project has started, a project might undergo various problems, cash flow problems, especially in the first 4 to 5 years. Most projects do face cash flow problems. That's where NDB is very cooperative and understanding, and they tend to listen to the customer's problems rather than being very bureaucratic about the whole issue and just going by the books and the contracts. And I would say that NDB has been very supportive in that regard.
That said, the businessman unreservedly recommends NDB to other business people.
NDB is a development bank. The philosophy that NDB comes through is very different from a commercial bank. A commercial bank looks only at the return. NDB looks at the development in Botswana. That's where the difference comes in. NDB is willing to take on a bit of additional risk as compared to a traditional commercial bank, which would perhaps be a bit wary of risky ventures. NDB's philosophy looks at developing the nation. Some of the projects that they've undertaken with us, for example, Star Poultry, Mulab's Poultry, at the time were perceived as very risky projects. When we started off with Star Poultry, there was only one layers farm in the country, which was the Ace Poultry. So for NDB having gone that route to support us in a completely new project was quite a brave decision on their part. And only a development bank could have undertaken that kind of venture. Secondly, NDB can pick up customers who perhaps don't have the background and are willing to invest in the potential. A commercial bank would basically look at your track record before venturing into such large loans. They will, I think, from my understanding of the way a commercial bank works, a commercial bank would be reluctant to finance a startup businessman to the tune of, let's say 10 million pula, 15 million pula. Being a development bank, on the other hand, NDB is more willing to take on such ventures. looking because the philosophy is basically that they'd like to develop various industries in the country, which very much differs from what a commercial bank is looking for.
You too can get financing from NDB. Visit the nearest NDB office near you and make a difference.